right, another illuminating video tailored just for your needs. I came across this video because I follow this channel. It's the Sehnend Channel. I guess that's how you pronounce that. Very, very profound information can be found in many of the different videos that they offer. But this particular one was so eye-opening for myself. I wanted to share this and mirror this video on my channel. So here we go.
Harnessing inner power begins with mastering oneself. As per Rosicrucian teachings, self-control forms the bedrock. Establishing dominion over one's own desires and inclinations proves a daunting task for many. Yet navigating this challenge rewards students with a sense of being closer to higher spiritual development. However, one must be wary, as believing this journey to be brief could lead to false expectations. Embarking upon the vibrant pathway of spiritual enlightenment, the activation of the solar plexus center emerges as a pivotal and oftentimes mesmerizing stage. The Rosicrucian teachings emphasize that, once stirred, this center becomes a conduit to the enigmatic astral plane, a realm teeming with both wonder and potential peril. The entities, sounds, and sights that abound here aren't merely figments of an expansive imagination, but rather are experienced with a vividness that can rival our physical reality. The astral plane, while fascinating, is laden with illusions and glamour, revealing beings and entities that range from the earthly familiar to the bizarrely unfamiliar. Whether they be apparitions of those long departed, or creatures born from concentrated human emotion and thought, these beings craft a web of tantalizing psychic experiences. However, it's crucial to recall the profound warning etched within Rosicrucian wisdom. This path, if tread without discernment, can lead to becoming hopelessly ensnared in illusion, mistaking these experiences for higher spiritual truths. Diving deeper into the labyrinth of the astral plane, a seeker might be greeted by an array of vivid sensations and encounters, each with its own degree of allure and authenticity. As Rosicrucian teachings illuminate, these astral experiences often manifest as blurry visions and ambiguous voices, at times attempting to evoke emotional reactions or instill a sense of terror. Such characteristics are signature imprints of the astral world, where distinction between genuine spiritual insights and mere illusions becomes an intricate dance. For many pursuing the secrets of psychic power, the initial awe of these experiences can be both enthralling and deceptive. It's not unusual for even the most diligent seekers to become enchanted by these astral phenomena, valuing them as markers of spiritual advancement. Yet, the Rosicrucian doctrine underscores the essential role of discernment. Without it, the risk of mistaking these lower psychic manifestations for profound truths increases manifold. These astral illusions, if not navigated judiciously, can lead to a misplaced sense of pride, potentially skewing one's spiritual journey and causing detours into realms of delusion. Harnessing the principles laid out in the Rosicrucian roadmap to psychic power requires a conscious shift in focus. Prioritizing the development of the heart and head centers offers clarity, helping seekers see through the mirage of the astral plane. When these higher centers are activated and fine-tuned, the seeker's psychic lens sharpens, rendering astral illusions in their true light. This clear vision becomes the compass, guiding the aspirant away from the pitfalls of the astral realm and toward genuine spiritual awakening. The Rosicrucian teachings place immense emphasis on the virtue of discrimination. This skill, often hard-won, acts as a safeguard, ensuring that seekers are not easily swayed by every astral whisper or vision. As one delves deeper into the mysteries of the unseen world, the line between illusion and reality tends to blur, making discrimination an invaluable asset. The astral realm, with its myriad of entities and phenomena, can often present information that seems genuine. Yet, without the clear lens of discrimination, one might accept deceptions as truths, leading them further away from genuine spiritual insight. Adopting discrimination doesn't simply mean rejecting everything seen or heard in the psychic realms. Instead, it requires a balanced approach, a keen sense of judgment that weighs every experience against the touchstone of wisdom. The Rosicrucian path insists on cultivating this discernment, advocating for a conscious evaluation of one's psychic experiences. When clairvoyance and clairaudience emerge prematurely or are pursued as primary goals, they can become unreliable. With a strong foundation in discrimination, however, these abilities can be channeled appropriately, allowing the seeker to differentiate between the transient and the eternal, ensuring a more aligned and purposeful spiritual progression. An explorer might find themselves amidst the compelling energies of the lower centers, yet it is through the wisdom of the heart and the intellect of the head where authentic spiritual awakening beckons. Emerging from this attunement, we encounter a genuine compassion, a rich emotional tapestry that intertwines our being with the energies enveloping us, fostering deeper, more meaningful connections. We are not merely observers, but active participants, weaving through the interconnected threads of emotional and energetic fields. Balancing on the precipice of profound understanding, our spiritual and psychic growth unfolds, not as a path of personal gain, but as a journey towards greater universal good. Unlocking the heart and head centers harmoniously, psychic explorers guide themselves with an inherent benevolent wisdom, ensuring their insights, whilst navigating through the astral and cosmic planes, resonate with a sincere empathy and astute clarity. An understanding deeply embedded in the heart steers the psychic seeker, ensuring the wisdom acquired does not deviate into the realm of self, but expands, encompassing the collective. Persistently nurturing the heart's wisdom, the seeker ensures that the path towards psychic abilities, whilst enlightening, remains closely tethered to emotional and spiritual depth. Embracing this method, the development of the third eye or any psychic center occurs not as an isolated awakening, but as part of a holistic evolution, wherein the individual is not only psychically attuned, but also emotionally and spiritually aligned. Cradling this balance, the seeker moves beyond the personal sphere, engaging with the cosmic, interlinking their journey with the vast, expansive universe, and in doing so, finds a harmonious resonance between self, the psychic realms, and the celestial infinite. Psychic development requires a fine equilibrium, a balance between seeking knowledge and maintaining spiritual groundedness. Just as a gardener carefully cultivates a plant, ensuring it receives adequate sunlight, water, and nourishment, a seeker must nurture their psychic abilities with a blend of patience, dedication, and discernment. Venturing into the vast expanse of the astral plane or delving into the depth of one's energy centers can be enthralling. Yet, without the steadiness of purpose, without grounding one's intentions in a foundation of humility and self-awareness, such pursuits may lead to fragmented understanding or even misdirection. Often, in the modern world's haste, the allure of immediate gratification tugs at the heartstrings of many. However, within the realm of psychic exploration, rushing yields little. Instead, laying brick by brick, constructing one's psychic edifice with methodical care, yields the most profound insights. Recalling the wisdom from past epochs or embracing the teachings of the mystics, it becomes evident that attuning one's energy centers, especially the foundational ones, equips the seeker with a resilient anchor. This anchor, fortified by the practices of mindfulness, introspection, and consistent efforts, ensures that while one may soar to the astral heights, they remain ever connected to their inner core, ensuring a journey that's enlightening yet firmly rooted in wisdom. Sound possesses an undeniable influence on the human psyche. Within the Rosicrucian teachings, a deep-seated reverence for sound and its potential to impact the psychic centers emerges. Just as a musician meticulously tunes their instrument to achieve harmonious notes, so too does the individual, on a quest for psychic empowerment, need to finely tune their energy centers. The sonic vibrations, especially when focused and channeled with intent, can resonate deeply with these centers, initiating processes of healing, awakening, and transformation. Delving deeper into this resonance, one begins to recognize the distinct frequencies associated with each chakra or energy center. From the dense, grounding vibrations correlating with the root chakra to the ethereal, transcendent frequencies of the crown, sound becomes a bridge, a mediator facilitating the flow of energy. Employing specific tonalities and rhythms can thus aid in opening, balancing, and even amplifying one's psychic capacities. The harmonics produced, whether through vocal toning, instrumental sounds, or even silent chants, possess the capability to clear blockages, enhance clarity, and foster a more profound connection to the astral realms. Nevertheless, while sound serves as a potent tool, its application necessitates discernment. Simply immersing oneself in random auditory experiences, hoping for psychic enhancement, is akin to blindly navigating a labyrinth. Instead, with guided knowledge, understanding the intricacies of each vibration, and mindfully integrating these into one's practice, a seeker can harness the true potency of sound. Ultimately, this auditory alchemy offers not just an avenue for psychic growth, but a deeper, more harmonious communion with the universe and its underlying rhythms. The path to unlocking psychic power, as detailed by the Rosicrucians, is both alluring and challenging. Through mastery of self, discernment of the astral, and understanding of psychic centers, one can journey towards profound spiritual insight, provided they tread with caution, wisdom, and patience.
So that video just provided a little bit more insight into the world of why people are beginning their meditations and going within. This is the secret key to leaving this existence. And this is why they are trying to perpetuate this whole notion, this is a soul trap, the moon is a soul trap machine. All of this, narrative that is being spun is nothing more than an illusion. As all things are just basically an illusion, this whole notion of the chaos in the world is always an opportunity for the darkness to hold sway against your mind. The technology that they're creating right now, with all of its chaos and waste of time that it provides, is actually part of the darkness to try to trip people up in their soul journey. And if you're not on your soul journey, then that's fine, but it'll just hold you back from your actual progression to try to figure out who you truly are and what you're truly doing here. So we must be mindful in where we give our consciousness to, because that's the number one most important thing, is your time that you have here and where you're spending it. Time is the currency of this realm. And as you can see, it's been distorted with having to go and work a job in order to exist. And I believe that we're seeing the beginning of that entire construct coming apart at the seams. We're going into a golden spring where people are going to be aware of what this machine mind is actually capable of. It's everything. People are looking under every rock and every tree and digging in the ground and trying to figure out what this thing is, this deceptive force that is trying to remove people from the game. Well, you're looking at it as you look into the computers and into your black screen. You're looking into the darkness, and that darkness is the opposite of what light represents, and the light is life. So there's so many different ways to look at this entire construct, but some of this information that's provided in this video is actually very, very enlightening. And it can give insight into this world of Rosicrucianism. When I found it, when I actually found Rosicrucianism and joined, I knew that it was the heart center, that it was what's needed to begin the actual alchemical processes that you will learn as you incarnate into each body and each lifetime, that you will need these different processes in order to attain more abilities for your soul. And you can't do that if your mind is out there running amok through your ego, which I suspect is what happened to a lot of these entities during Kemet's time and all of that spirit alchemy that they were doing. There were still some potentially initiates or something that had gotten very egotistical and very maniacal and usurped the keys to the kingdom, so to speak, and squandered it away and kept it for themselves. There's a tale where Thoth actually buried his book at the bottom of a river, and he had all these magical spells to try to protect it. But many people tried to retrieve this knowledge from the bottom of this river inside this container, and they would die because this thing was enchanted. But someone apparently came along and got the keys to the kingdom, which was the knowledge. And they've been using it ever since. And they've been handing that knowledge down family to family and bringing about all of the darkness and all of the change that we see now. So the time is cyclical. And I know that it's hard for other people to see what I see because we're not in the same body construct. But I feel all of this from putting all of these tiny little bits of information together. It builds a bigger tapestry of information. And that information is then seen to its entirety. And you can get a better sense of what's truly been going on all this time for thousands of years since the fall of man after the Golden Age. So I hope that you have taken some sort of information from this video, because I find it very profound. And I'm happy to have come across it now that, I've been a Rosicrucian for a few months. And, I don't tout anything about that. It's work. It's all inner work, and you're all on your own. So it's really up to you how far you want to progress in your own facilities, in your own evolution of your mind, body, and spirit together as one. So, it's just that. And we are bound to make statements to honor our soul, and it's all up to us. You put in the work, you make the statement that you are going to work at this, and you basically call that an oath. You make this oath that you are going to be the upstanding for good in the world. And this is all done on yourself. You don't go tell somebody all of these things, because these other entities, these other consciousnesses, they are so far in advance of us, so far. We're in the dark, literally, compared to a lot of these other beings that are watching us, and they know whether you're being honest or not. And that's where the whole notion of Santa Claus, he knows when you've been naughty and he knows when you've been good. You're going to get a sack of coal for Christmas. Coal is black, right? So it's part of Saturnian stuff. It's part of the underworld. So there's a lot of truth in some of the narrative, that we've been singing about in Christmas songs and stuff like that. But it's a much bigger story, and it's just more stuff to consider. Everything is for our own value and benefit, for our own ascension and great awakening. And, the more effort we put into going inwards is the more that we attain on the other side. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, just subscribe, like, and share. And you can go and actually subscribe to this channel. I think it's an amazing channel. They provide very insightful videos for those who are truly in their journey of awakening. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next one.